Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the Tarot in the Shadow series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. If you have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on below the video in the description box and on the website. All right. Why do I do this? I do this because I love my humanity, and I know that the more empowered I become, the more authentic I become, the better things have become in my life. And I know that that energy can't only work for me. So I feel like a moral, it's not an obligation. It's not a duty, but I just feel like morally inclined to share what's worked for me and help me with others, which is you. And in my life, everything happens on purpose and for a reason. Everything in the live recording has something to do with the message. What came out? I have the underworld, and it's coming out in reverse. I heard you already went to the underworld and came back. Okay, then we have Anima Mundi. Interesting. Anima Mundi. And it's like as you went into the darkness, you pulled out all these treasures. You're more at one with yourself. We have the warrior energy here. And then there's like this rainbow overhead. There's the diamond in the third eye. So you got a diamond third eye, okay? And your words could hurt is what I say with that snake that's coming through. That's what it's giving me. And then we have the mother energy coming through. Something of precious value, okay? And then I'm getting, don't throw your pearls to swine. In other words, if they don't understand, everybody's not going to understand what you got to say. Bottom of the deck is the poet, and you've got a lot to say. But what you say is meant to be, it's like what you say, you deliver it in a way that is true. And I'm hearing the word eloquent. So you'll be a very eloquent speaker. It's like you've learned. So, oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay. It's interesting because what I just heard was you'll say one thing and people will take it any of these ways. Some people, it'll toss them into a downward spiral. Other people will find connection. Some people, they'll just have one great epiphany. And other people, it'll be like something nurturing that they need to hear. I have the Housewives Tarot. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the Housewives Tarot in my hand. I was working with it for zodiac signs earlier, and just feels so good. So I wanted to keep working with it a little bit more. Let's use this one to get us started and see what wants to come out for Tarot in the Shadows tonight. Okay, the following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. Okay, whatever is most needed to be heard is what will be delivered. This is a channel tarot message. Okay, so let's see. What's the energy, Lesser God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. Thank you for allowing me to connect with these ones who have found this channel and these readings with this timeless message that is perfect. Okay, in its entirety. I heard Ace of Cups. Look at you. What a beautiful starting energy. And for those of you who are not new here, that this is my self-love card, because everything begins here. True love will always begin with self-love. So if you're new here, that's something you need to know. A lot of times in readings, the Ace of Cups will talk about the start of a new relationship, and it could be, but that start of a new relationship can only come, allow it in, and the only way to allow it in is through self-love. So for me, the start of a new relationship actually is in a Two of Cups. That's where somebody else comes in. Ace of Cups is when you're in that love vibration on your own, independently. Okay. The bottom of the deck we have is the Devil. Okay, the Devil at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn energy for some. The Devil does represent Capricorn. But this is talking also about there's addictions, control devices, fears, okay, obsession, too much focus on sexuality and sexual matters comes to the fore with the Devil energy. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, basically. It's like partying, having a good time, okay? So I'm getting there's somebody in this situation here where in the past you could have really indulged too much in all those things, and it was all to cover up the pain of not being fully connected to the self, okay, not having this self-love, that some of the vices and tactics that were used in the past were external distractions. Okay, so let me see what else is the opportunity that's crossing you right now is strength. It's like you have the opportunity to get more power right now. It's sitting in your self-love energy. So this looks like staying on your own could be highly beneficial right now. It looks like you could be in self-love, and then you're attracting a connection with a Leo. For some of you, a Leo. And out of self-love, that's what's gonna, because the strength card is what trumps the Devil card. So to not fall into temptation, you need that self-control. To not eat the cake, don't eat the cake, anime. They say eat the cake, anime, right? So they tell you to eat the cake, and then it's like, but I don't want to have the cake right now like that. I don't need all that sugar in my life right now. With somebody here, okay, and you know. It's funny though, because they also say, they want to have their cake and eat it too. Honey, what good is a cake if you don't eat it? Okay, so somebody here, it's like I've had enough cake. Somebody's like, I had enough cake. I need to control myself. What is that cake representing for you right now? Okay. Somebody here is refraining from alcohol, drugs, or a sexual based connection, or falling to do what somebody else wants them to, even though they don't feel like it's right for them, because they're reclaiming their power. There's a reclamation of power here, cleaning up their life, okay? They're finding greater value in, I see someone who is loving and respecting themselves so much. They're seeing greater value and not getting caught up. And what I heard in what everybody else thinks is the right thing to do, okay? So this is where, like, you could, but you don't do it because it's not in your best interest. Okay, let me see what's below. The Seven of Wands. Stand in your ground. Again, cleaning up the mess. Oh, wow. Okay. So a sidebar message I just saw, it's like, make sure you close your toilet lids. Energetically, it's a thing. Like, if you close your toilet lids, it helps to... it's like a physical action that helps to support keeping the positive energy in. Like feng shui says, if you keep your toilets open, like you could experience extra loss of money and finances. Positive energy that goes down that you don't intend to go down the drain, because the toilet is a means of releasing and removing that which is not needed, unhealthy energies, dirty energies, refuse, okay, the garbage, the poop. That's how you get rid of the poop in life. Close your toilet. So let me see here. Seven of Wands is also a card of, without looking at this image, because this toilet image is very strong. I'm not sure what's with the toilet. It's like cleaning up the mess, cleaning up a dirty mess. You've cleaned up a dirty mess. Thank you. So there's like standing your ground 7 days a week. You have to stay in your power to not fall into the temptation again, to not get caught up with whatever controlled you before. All right. Let's see behind the 7 of Cups. How do I do this? Again, for somebody, this is simply about drinking. Like, you've decided that I don't want to drink. Somebody's like, it's been a week since I had a drink. Good job. I'm going to make it another week. Okay. Why? Because you realize you don't like the way you feel after you've been drinking. Maybe you don't know how to stop at 1 drink. You have to have 7, because we have 7 and 7. We have angel number 77 on the table as well. I see you being considering options. What can I do to overcome this control device in my life? What can I do to get out of a bad situation? What could I do to get out of this unhealthy connection? What can I do to stop obsessing about that thing or that person that's been dominating my mind and dominating my life? Somebody here is like, how do I stop doing what they want me to do all the time? Oh my God, I got to learn how to say no. I just heard that. Okay. The Hermit. Soul searching, checking yourself. And we already talked about how you say things, and people go into all these different kinds of experiences. So it's like I feel like you're just saying what you really think, saying what you feel. Little did you know that what you're saying presents an opportunity for somebody to really come out of a situation that really ain't been healthy for them, really ain't been good for them. It ain't something that they want, but it ain't always, the truth ain't always what a person wants to hear. It ain't always something that makes them happy. Some of them can immediately see the wisdom. This could even be 4 different people in your life, is the way I'm seeing these 4 cards that fell out of that deck. Yeah, somebody's in a downward spiral. Somebody else is like jumping all into their spirituality. Somebody else is in spiritual warrior mode. The other one is right here just nurturing and loving and creating something. They could be taking care of their child. They could be pregnant. They could be nursing their baby. Let me see what's up. Folding. Here's the Page of Wands. Life is gonna look brand new. Okay, this little curious boy here with his little toy horsey and his little toy gun, like he wants to play. There's a playful energy here, but this is also giving me like there's unexplored territory here. Yeah, so if you went down into the underworld, in other words, if you went all the way into your shadow, looked at what was there, the shadow, okay, the shadow self is also in the Devil energy card. You went into the shadow. It's at the bottom of the deck, so that's already done, right? And then from there, you came out even more spiritually connected, turn into a spiritual warrior. There's also this phase of having to learn how to nurture and love, even though you're in spiritual warrior mode. So there's something here about uncharted territories, unexplored areas of life. 5 of Pentacles, doing it by yourself, okay? Looking at your codependency and abandonment issues. Is that why you had the Devil there? Is that why you went into a downward spiral, into the underworld? Because, oh my God, I'm by myself. I've got to do it by myself. It's funny, when you live by yourself, that same mess will sit there until you come clean it up. And there ain't nobody to get mad about it, but about it, but yourself, because you made it, because you're the only one in your house. So somebody here is realizing about the messes that they made, okay? But I feel like these are messes that were made. In this image, we have dishes, and there's a broken dish on the floor. We're not going to cry about a broken dish, but this could be, in your physical reality, a situation where now you're by yourself. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to do this by myself. And that's the thing. The self-love energy and this empowerment is not something that anybody else can give you. Nobody can do that for you, baby. You got to do that by yourself. You're the only one that can do it for you. You're the only reason you can ever attain that and experience what that feels like, to live an empowered life. Nobody else is going to ever be able to do it for you, and it is going to cause a lot of introspection. Somebody here is thinking about a Virgo person who they've already decided that they love unconditionally, but as much as you want to reach out and do something to try to communicate, help them, whatever, you realize like I can't do it on the physical plane. I'm just going to stay here where I am. I have to protect my energy, and you could even be having some tears, some sadness about not being able to communicate with somebody. Well, it's crazy the emotional things you go to when you realize like that person is unhealthy in your life, like it's an unhealthy connection. You become more unhealthy in your approach, your perspectives, or it's like vibration lowering. When you realize that is something that you have to break, because you have been used to having this person in your experience. That's been your normal. So making that change, it could leave you feeling left out in the cold, and it could be like you could feel like you're unsupported. You could be feeling very unsupported, and it's true. Nobody's going to support you in self-love. That's why it's called self-love. That's something only you can do. It's like, dang, I gotta do this by myself. Yes, you have to do it by yourself. In the environment, the death card. Okay, Scorpio energy. Somebody has a Scorpio over there, but I feel like no. In this experience, you by yourself. In this experience, you are by yourself. Listen, the situation was expired. It was moldy. It wasn't healthy. It should have been thrown out a long time ago. Expired. Time is up. Somebody's time was up. I see somebody here like you're trying to stay in your power right now, and you got some emotions that you're holding on to because a situation has come to an end, and for some of you, somebody had passed, and you're trying to be strong so that everybody else doesn't get affected by your feelings. Uh, and I'm hearing we don't really feel so strongly that that's the best idea, but that's what a lot of people would do. That's what a lot of people are doing, and that's what somebody who's watching this specifically is doing. But let's keep pulling this into exactly what this message is. The Chariot, yeah, you know that you can get through this. You know, as you can overcome this. It's like there's this feeling of determination inside of you. You even feel like even though somebody's not there in your physical presence, or somebody can't be around you, you can't be around somebody because it's unhealthy connection. It's like the higher self of that person, you know, they still love you. Okay. You know, they're still with you, but not on the physical plane, on the spiritual level, like something like that is here. You really just want to get over this phase that hurts. You want to get over the phase of missing somebody. You want to get over the phase of feeling like you have to stop yourself from going to do something stupid because you know that's over. So you're asking yourself, what is it about me? You know, what do I need to see about me? What's the truth I haven't seen about myself? Okay, what do I need to know about myself? I got to get myself used to doing this journey by myself 7 days a week. Okay, 7 days a week. You wanted something in the past. You were considering options in the past, and that put you in a situation that is unfolding now. There's an alignment of energy from that Seven of Cups to the Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups in the past energy to Seven of Wands where you stand now. So that Seven of Cups, that option that I could do this, I could do that energy in the past led to the actual doing that is happening now. So something you're doing now was started because, well, that makes sense. Isn't it always that way? Whatever you're doing now was always started by whatever you were considering options of doing in the past. And then we have the Chariot over here. So there is 777 on the table. I just want to say that. So that's saying that in this change, and it's a change that's not in your control. The death card in your environment said this is not in your control. Somebody had to go. Spirit removed them, life removed them. The situation just met its natural demise or its natural ending. And then I'm hearing, you know, at the end of one phase is the beginning of another. Okay. But this is a fortunate change in circumstances. Let me see what else we have. The Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Psychic energy. You're going to be able to kick up your feet and serve yourself a drink. I heard you're going to be able to sit down and relax. Yeah, now you can sit down and relax for a minute instead of having to be running here and there and doing everything for everybody. Okay, but she's got her crown on and being in receptive mode. Yeah. So anyone who's been holding off from drinking because you didn't know how to stop at just one, you had to have seven. I feel like you're in this change where you feel like I don't think you're going to go completely non-alcoholic. I feel like you might just have literally one drink. I just see there's a big change for somebody who used to need to completely refrain, and they're deciding, well, I'm okay to have one now. I now know how to have one drink. So that might not be about drinking, but that could be about something else, like moderation. Thank you. That's the word. Part of the reason why you're always saying stuff that causes change in people's life, and then they all go in different directions, but it's because you're psychically in tuned, and it's like you have this ability to see how to clean up energy. You have this ability to see how to clean up energy. You look at a situation, whatever somebody's telling you about, and you know how to clean it up, and you know how to apply the self-love, and you create awareness to somebody. It's like, listen, there was a time where I didn't do this. There's a time that I didn't know, and this is what I learned, and this is what helped me. I heard you're not going to feel bad for them. I heard you can't feel bad for them. 5 of Swords. You could see the pattern. You can see the pattern, and when you see the pattern, you make it you highlight the pattern. You cut it out. You highlight it. You're like, this is the piece. This is the piece that's been screwing up the materialization, the manifestation. You're cutting off ties from a Leo person because you love yourself, and you know that this person just be triggering your codependency and abandonment issues, and it's not healthy for you. You know you're only holding on to this situation with this person that's not going nowhere. Page of Wands is not going nowhere. This person has let you know that it's over. You're seeing your pattern. It's like if they don't watch you, you want them more. Where is that? The King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah, somebody's definitely decided, you know what, I can't deal with this situation with this Leo anymore. Leo energy, out of self-love. So somebody has a Leo person in their environment. This person came in, you thought it was an option, but now you feel like you always have to protect yourself. You feel like you always have to protect yourself. You're like, I want a co-creative relationship. I want somebody who actually wants to be around me and not attack me all the time. You're like, this is going to be the last time. And it hurts. Even though it's a healthy choice, it hurts to let them go. But you're like, this is the last time you're finna come at me like that. Sideways. I heard sideways. Let me see what else. 10 of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. And then the Wheel of Fortune. A 10 and a 10. That's done. Done and done. Okay. I see a situation where your self-love has attracted a Leo energy in your life. It's about something that you've never done before. This is a complete change in your life. With that Death card there, this is a complete change in your life. But it's crazy because for this change to happen in your life, it's like something else is happening over there and you're not necessarily a part of it. You're not necessarily a part of it. Now you can have a drink because this Leo person, and for somebody, this Leo person is taking over some duty, some responsibility. You're cutting ties. You're cutting out a pattern. And it's something that they're taking care of. And, it's like this perfect have it all image and a change of luck in your best interest. I'm going to add to this some more and just see what else we get. We're going to get some more cards to go with this. And which cards are we going to use? I have so many to choose from. We're going to use, let's get a Lyrical Evolution. I've been wanting to use this deck. I haven't used it in a little while. OMG. So let's get a Lyrical Evolution first. Oracle message to go with this. Okay. What is the message here? Thank you. We have this song coming out, and it says Forever Valentine from Charlie Wilson. So you might want to hear that song, but the lyrics on the card says, cross my heart, Hope to die. 'Tis the season for cuffing. One day of the year ain't enough for my baby. Forever Valentine. So this is for regarding somebody's romantic situation. Forever Valentine. Well, there is a forever Valentine here with this 10 of Pentacles and this Wheel of Fortune. Somebody is having a forever love here. But forever, whatever reason, this is taking this person out of your experience. Yeah, this is taking it. It's like, I love you, sad to see you go, but not really so sad, because that kind of looks like a fake sadness, a fake cry, a fake tear. Like, that's not really real. That it's kind of like, hate to see you go, but I love that you're over there now. Okay. Go be happy. Go with your forever Valentine. This is great. So this is like somebody's roommate moved out with their partner. And you have to like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss you. You have to tell them, oh my God, I'm gonna miss you. But in reality, you're like, yay, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the drink and my own space and be in my own energy. Because how you really feel is like, gosh, I love this person, but it's time to overcome challenges and obstacles and get a hold of life. And their time is up. It's time for them to go. It's time for them to go. It's totally time for them to go. And this changes a pattern. This changes a pattern because it's like, oh, I don't have to do so much anymore. It's like when you have more people that close, you have to do something about it. So there's this energy of letting go of what was excess, and that's why it's coming through. It's like excess. It's like it is just too much. It is too much. There's a lot more. I heard a lot more than what I bargained for. Too much going on here. Time to let go. There's something more beneficial that could be done here, or there's a better way for me to utilize this time, this energy. Let me see. With the straight no chaser deck, let's pull a card here and see what's the problem. I'm trying to figure out what's the reason for the reading. What's the problem? What's the problem in this situation? If somebody got their forever Valentine, like, what's the problem? I'm trying to understand. Why does it look good but bad at the same time? Show me more. You're not always right. You're not always right. Okay. And then what's interesting, though, is the bottom of the deck says, you're too clingy. They can't breathe. And the fact of the matter is, with this coming out in the reverse, upside down at the bottom of the deck, it's telling me you are not clingy. You're like, I'm ready. Okay. But you're not always right. This is the problem. You're not always right about what? What are you not always right about? I want some more cards. This Hermit Tarot is calling to me. It's called a tarot deck, but it's really more of an oracle deck. So I don't know about how they named it, but let's see from the Hermit Tarot what it's going to add to our message. This should be nice. Okay. So let's clarify this reading and get more. Okay, so somebody's not always right. Is it that when they left and to go have this new adventure, and then you thought you were going to be okay on your own, and maybe you're having a bit of a harder time at it than you thought? Okay, it's fake tears, but then it's like, dang, what do I do now? Now that I've cut all that out of my life, what do I do? Because I'm used to doing this, that, and the other. I'm used to doing this, that, and the other, and all that. Yeah. Shout out to Interstellar Frequency. I see you live, bro. All right, let's see. Show me that Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Ace of Cups. I want you to choose. I want you to choose. Yeah, you want you to choose you. Like at this point, like I want you to choose. Okay, so there's the energy of you have to choose yourself in this. Okay, let me see the Strength card. Think before you act. Yeah, don't just jump off and do things. Think before you act. Okay. So you really do. You want to make choices for yourself at this time, but at the same time, you don't want to be just rushing in and doing some stupid stuff. Okay, let me see with the 7 of Wands below. Show me that 7 of Wands. I'm addicted to you. There's that addiction energy from the Capricorn. It's like, oh my God, I love your energy though. So there's somebody here who knows what they want, but they're realizing like, this might not be the healthiest attraction, connection, experience I have. 7 of Cups in the past. What's that 7 of Cups? We talked about there was some unconditional love, illusion. Okay, see, you have so many choices and options, and considering options, I said that as well. Okay. The Hermit. Yeah, they're considering a lot of options, thinking about what you could do. Okay, you already know you need to get into your own space. You already know you need to hermit. You already know. I love that just came out there. You already know that even though you have a lot of options, you could be like about to backslide into some stuff, but you don't want to do that. You really want to have this new adventure that's in the cards for you unfolding. Let me see what's with that Page of Wands. You matter. You have to make the choice from the place of what is in your best interest. What is an act of self-love, or is this a repeated pattern of doing stuff that takes you down into the underworld, takes you into that downward spiral? Listen, 5 of Pentacles. This is where you figure out, yeah, maybe I'm just better off not doing that. Even though at first it's like uncomfortable because I heard I gotta deny myself. Look, see, I didn't tell you this about sexual connection for somebody. I imagine you naked, missing somebody, and just like you want to go over there, but you know it's not the best interest. You want to be with them, but you know it's not the best place for you to be. Time is up. Let me see this death card for them. It is a Scorpio. You be thinking about somebody, but you're not around them right now. Is it that they have already transitioned? Okay, let me see the death card. Why the death card here? What could you show me about this other side of the table energy with this death card? All 3 of them, really? I was looking for one card. Okay, I'll do it. You are so very special. Number 21. You are so very special. Be more selfish. So, oh goodness. Okay, and no. Okay, just say no. Be more selfish. Say no. Okay, so there's this energy here. Like you could totally be still addicted to somebody who has either left your physical life or they have left physical life completely. Like, in other words, they in the spirit realm. Somebody here, you missing somebody, they're in the spirit realm, and it's like they're telling you, be more selfish. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. And they want you to practice saying no more often to different ones. Like, I heard, don't let nobody get you caught up the way I have you caught up. Like, this is not good for you. What? Let me see this Chariot energy. Oh, the Chariot. I lie awake thinking about our future. Yeah, you lie awake thinking about a connection that you can move forward with, but somebody that you could be with to overcome challenges and obstacles. And there's somebody here in your physical experience that this is just a physical connection. There's a lot of clean. So there's like a strong attraction presenting in this physical experience. You are highly attracted to this person, but they don't want you. They don't want you. Even though you're very special, it's almost like you too special, and they can tell that. So there's some people who are aware that when you carry this power. So, okay, thank you. When you enter somebody's life, shit starts to go crazy for them. Anywhere where they haven't addressed things that are going on, if you develop a close connection to somebody, it's like the healed part of you, the part of you that has done all this introspection and all this spiritual work, can activate certain things in their energy just from being in your presence. So there's somebody here who you have a strong attraction to. They have a strong attraction to you, but they won't allow themselves to indulge in it. They say no. Why? Because they feel fear, because the part of you, like, there's this and it's nothing you're doing physically. It's literally from being in your presence with this person physically, to activates things in their soul that they don't feel comfortable touching. They don't feel comfortable considering. They don't feel comfortable looking at that. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to talk about it. They definitely don't want to get into it, and they are not trying to heal it. So this person is resistant to you, and this is why you be thinking about this person a lot, because it's like the healer in you sought this person out, and the hurt part of them sought you out. Okay. And they are so aware that there's something different about you. They are so attracted, but this person will not allow themselves to go there with you because it's triggering. Like, it's gonna trigger some things, and they don't know that consciously. They don't know that consciously. All they know is like, I don't know why I like them so much, but I just can't. Something doesn't feel right. Could be how they're translating it. Like, I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of falling in love. I'm afraid of getting close to somebody. I'm afraid of getting my heart broke. They could be saying stuff like that. But what's really going on is their energy is like, oh yeah, that's all the healing over there. Oh no, the hurt part of self, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm going to stay here with you. I'm going to keep you hurt. I'm going to keep you in this hurt position. I'm going to keep control over you. If you go over there and you spend time with that one, now you're going to heal. And I'm going to not exist no more, type of a thing. It's like that part of their character is refraining. The part of their self that exists in hurt and pain for whatever reason that they carry with them. And I just heard Erica, bag lady. Yeah, they going to miss their bus because there's somebody here, they going to miss their bus. Let me see this Queen of Cups. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Let me see what's up with this Queen of Cups. Show me why she's here. I heard you're in receptive mood. See, I could be your hero, baby, is what the card said, but it's upside down. They don't want a hero. They don't want you to come into their life and trigger them down this spiritual journey. Like, just being in your energy sparks them into this healing path. And it's actually part of the reason for the attraction. Show me this Five of Swords. Why the Five of Swords is here. And it's because, like, the hurt part of them, so to get that Ace of Cups self-love that we were talking about from the beginning, you had to go through the underworld. This person's like, oh hell no, we won't go. I'm not going to the underworld. Are you kidding? I'm not looking at my shadows. I'm not finna go into my pain so that I can heal it. I don't care. I'd rather just keep it under the rug than clean it out. I'm not doing that. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Sometimes I wonder if you care, and it's in reverse. And this is giving me, when I read that to you, and I see, and that's 13 is the death card energy. It's like, okay, if you're not willing to do the work, you got to get out of here. That's what it's like. That's what I'm seeing here. Let me see the King of Wands, please. Why is the King of Wands here? King of Wands is here. Again, another reverse card. Look, light. Heck no, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm going to pretend like this light is, so there's a false light. This person would rather sit in a false light than go into the shadow so they can find their true power. So there's somebody here, and they could be conscious about it, but I feel like most of them don't really know why they're doing this. But there's somebody around you who's like, they just don't want to go into the underworld. They don't want to see all the gook and the grime that's sitting. Yeah, you're not always right. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. I heard just because this profound healing path was great for you, may not be, they're just not ready for it. And you need to understand that. I heard you need to understand that. Okay, part of this is they don't understand why you don't cling to them. So there's something here about you're not clingy enough to them. If you were more clingy to them, they would do more. But the healed part of you doesn't allow that. That triggers them. That triggers them because why aren't you trying to be stuck to me? Why aren't you trying to be always in my face and all that stuff? Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Why the 10 of Pentacles? 10 of Pentacles is here because I am absolutely in love with you. Ha, 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 ha. I'm telling you, somebody here is absolutely in love. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Why is the Wheel of Fortune? She holding up 3 fingers. Okay, third time's a charm. Wrongful advice. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This person is so in love with you. But their fear is guiding them wrong. They're trusting into their fear. I'm a very jealous person. They're afraid of something, okay, in regards to getting close to you, in regards to who's close to you. That's that devil energy that's down here. Somebody here is in love with you, but instead of going for the love, they're listening to their fear. That could be where they're getting wrongful advice. It could be consulting some friend that's around them or something like that. It's like, I don't know, if you don't feel good about it, if something feels off, that's because something's. I just heard somebody friend was telling me, you know what, if it seemed too good to be true, it's too good to be true. So somebody here is telling you that. And it's because the way you say things, they're not used to somebody who is so articulate. Like, you could have told them flat out, I'm in love with you. And they don't know how to take that. Because even though you in love with them, like, you still won't cling to them because you have self-love energy. And it's like, you see this person is reacting in a resistant way. They're being very resistant, withdrawn, retreating. They're pulling back their energy. They're not going forward. And part of it is because on a spiritual level it's happening because, you know, they don't want, they keep saying no to healing this pattern in their life. For them to come close to you, part of what would naturally happen is healing that hurt pattern in their life, but they don't want to do that. You don't have any control if they do or don't. Your job, you answering the call, is just to show up and present opportunity. Let them know they have choices and options. You don't have to be a slave to jealousy. You don't have to be a slave to this devil. You don't have to be a slave to this toxic situation, connection, to sexually based relationship. You don't have to be a slave to alcohol, whatever it is, you know. And the thing about it is, somebody here is saying no to an option where, like, it could be so amazing because it has physical connection, it has spiritual connection. But when you're dealing with somebody who has never had a spiritual connection before, that shit is different. It resonates different in their body. They feel the energy different. They're used to material connection, physical connection only. What we're bringing and presenting in the situation is physical and spiritual connection. And that is triggering somebody, and they don't want that. They don't want that. And we can't make them want that. All right, so that's all weird. So let me see. Let's pull the Cozy Witch Tarot out. That's weird. It's almost like, well, why the fuck did we talk about? Because you need to understand, I heard, because you need to understand how people are responding to you. So that way you don't take the shit personally and think that anything's wrong with you, because there ain't nothing wrong with you. You are doing what you came to do. And some of you, you came here just to provide, in this situation, you came here to provide them the opportunity to choose something better for themselves, to choose enlightenment. Somebody here does not want the light. The light is in reverse. Okay, the light is in reverse. And let's see. Okay, so if that's all true, well, then what's up for the tribe? Like, I get that. Okay, cool. So there's somebody around that doesn't want it. Okay. But it's because there's such a strong attraction, and it's on multiple levels. This person hasn't had an attraction that encompasses these different levels like this before. They literally have only had sexual attraction before. That's what they're used to. Like, let's have drinks, let's spend money, let's eat, and let's have sex. And that's let's build that together. But here we're talking about all that plus the spiritual part. The spiritual part is the part that is, I heard, tripping them up, tripping them out. That's the part they really have a hard time grasping. There's the rejection of that. Okay, let's see. Guide the tribe, please, and thank you for guiding the tribe. Forever Valentine. Yeah, you could. I could be your hero, baby. That's the only part I know of that song. Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. The witch is in. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Again, you're a healer. Somebody could be coming to your door. Somebody could be coming to your door. You present an opportunity for folks to not have to sacrifice. Wow, that's crazy. Because when I said somebody could be coming to your door, I was sitting out on the porch having a smoke break earlier, and a young person that I had met at one of the social gatherings I went to come past by, hey, ain't you such and such from such and such? And I was like, yeah. I was like, do I know you? Like, yeah, I was there, blah, 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 with this one. Oh, shoot. Oh, what are you doing here? I live right here. Well, me too. That's crazy. Okay, so have circumstantial meetings, okay, with people who are on different levels spiritually is what I heard. Let me see here, the Hermit. And there's the Hermit energy again. We have the Hermit up here. So again, there's a Virgo energy in this, okay? A solitary witch, okay? Somebody who's by themselves. So it's like somebody's coming to the door, and the way I'm seeing these images is like, and this is what's going on inside, because it says the witch is in over here on the door, right? And then over here it's like there's a solitary witch. So there's somebody showing up for you. Here you are, you're used to working by yourself. All right. You're used to working by yourself. Yes, no, do we do it? 7 of Pentacles. No, I don't want to use that one. I want to take it from the palm. There's some things that must be done on your own. You did a lot on your own. You can't do too much for them if they don't want to. If they say no, if they want to work, if they say no, they want to work it by themselves, like you can't make them. You can't make them. This one wants to come out. Thank you. 9 of Swords. Yeah. We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. You could be up thinking about them. You up thinking about them. What are they doing? Or they're up thinking about you, thinking about worries, thinking about problems. Somebody's like, no, I don't want to see anybody because, I just got a lot going on right now. But they had options and you came in. So what's going on with you? You worried about them. With all this, it's already been read. It's like, okay, well, they come to your door. You're used to being on your own, but because the way they came to you, they seem so happy to see you. They seem so happy to meet you. Now it's like they say no to you. It's like they came to you. Now they don't want you. What the fuck you come over here for? Because now I'm thinking about you, wondering where you're at. You're saying, okay, wondering if you're okay. Why did you read? Is that what it is? Are you sitting here wondering why somebody who was so excited about you now wants to reject you and leave you out in the cold? Page of Pentacles. It's that lemonade you made, baby. Yeah. When life gives you lemons, make enchanted lemonade. If they drink your lemonade, yeah, it's look. They looking at the lemonade. They could be more worried about getting something. It's like they don't want to change the status quo in their life. Okay. But I hear from you, you're just gonna sprinkle some magic on the situation. In other words, you're not about to lend no scary thoughts. You're just like, I wish them well. I hope everything is okay for them. Give them, they're on their perfect path. Everything happens as it should. Just trusting in the process, I heard. And then it goes from Page of Pentacles to Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely you're going places. So this lady is out collecting herbs for her medicines is what I'm hearing. And so, yeah, I feel like there's going to be progress in this situation for you. Some of you are going to be going into a wooded area. You've been in your house. You're going to take a trip to a wooded area, going to somewhere where there's mountains and a lot of trees, dirt paths. You're going to find something out in nature. You're going to collect it. It's going to be part of your collection. Is it part of spiritual downloads that happen while you're there? And something physically, a physical token to take home, a gift from Gaia. The 2 of Wands, your decisions decide your future, nothing else. You make listen, you don't run from any calling, but you can't make them choose it. So even if there's this energy here of even if they don't accept the calling just as you have, you still will work with their energy from a distance. You still work with their energy from a distance because everybody is not consciously ready to take those steps, but that spirit brought them to your life for a purpose. So you don't lend them hate or anger or resentment. You lend them love and acceptance and forgiveness and peace, and peace. if maybe there's not a reason to forget. Maybe it never even went that far, right? But you lend peace to it. It's like if you think about this person, you're not finna get mad and throw a bunch of hate on him. No, it is what it is. You know, everything happens for a reason. When you think about this person from a distance, you think, you know, I wish you nothing but the best. Okay, have a great life. Thank you so much. Let me see what else. You've made wise decisions and you know it. Yeah. Toxic witches. There we go. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. The devil card. And here's the thing, like anybody who's like that, they're not going to want to be around you because, I mean, they're going to want to be around you until they realize that shit doesn't work with you. Because like I said, remember I was saying like, you're not clinging to them like they're used to. You're not up their butt in their face all the time like they used to. They're used to people obsessing over them, doting on them, bending over the backwards to do whatever they want. You're not doing all that stuff. Okay, Queen of Swords, because you have limits and boundaries. You can see beyond what is being presented. You see facts. You see energy. Don't lower your voice for no one. You speak what you mean. That gets on somebody's nerve because you always seem to have something to say. Oh boy, you always have something to seem to have something to say, and somebody's like, you're not always right. They don't like the fact that you are right. That drives them nuts that you're right. Like, how dare you think you're always right? You always think you know everything about everybody. There, like I said, somebody here, they got so much love for you, but I feel like there's people around them in their ear, and I feel like they got so much love for you, but you scare the heck out of them because they're used to the toxic witches. They're used to the toxic witches being around them, talking stuff. They're used to people who are clingy and needy, who need somebody to validate their decisions. They're used to people who will hear out every little thing, and then they all scrutinize everything to get. It's weird the way I'm getting. It's very gossipy vibes. And there's somebody here who is looking for a person to take control of them, and you are not trying to control nobody. You didn't close the window of control down. There's somebody here who's used to it, and there's somebody around you who is used to very toxic connection. They don't know how to respond to a healthy connection. And that's the gist of it. Like, you come into their life with soul connection and physical connection. That shit is weird. How dare you bring me something healthy and not toxic? I don't know what to do with that, is the vibe that this person is giving me. Like, I don't know what to do if you're not going to freaking argue with me all the time. I don't know what to do or what kind of conversation to have with somebody who doesn't know how to gossip and talk shit about people. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. But god dang, you fine. Ugh, you're amazing. Except for I just don't know how to act around you because you don't do the things that I'm used to. So I'm just going to tell you no. Because that's just weird. I mean, you look good, but I just don't know what to do with you because you're too different. Let me see what the fuck. What the frequency. That's what it really means. WTF deck is what the frequency. And this one doesn't go here. Sociopath. See? That's the vibe. Sociopath. Somebody here. They are like, there's a condition in which somebody here, they don't care about right and wrong against others. They aren't even fully aware. It's a repetitive process, a repetitive habit, a repetitive way of being for somebody. Okay. What else? Like, maybe in the past you didn't care about rights and feelings of other people, and that was your problem, but you worked on it, you healed it. You're not like that no more. Okay, let me see what else. Another excuse. Somebody comes up with another excuse on why they can't show up, why they don't return your calls, why they leave you waiting, and you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there's an attraction here, though. Why is this happening when there's such a strong attraction? They came at me. I heard Nine of Swords is interesting because this is forcing you to get into your 3 C's, your contact, your context, and your content. What are you focused on? Okay, what is it that you're making contact with while you're laying in bed thinking at night? What's the context of those thoughts, and what's the content of those thoughts that is running through your head at 3 a.m.? Is this person coming out in your reading business because it's causing you to doubt yourself? Is that what's going on here? For somebody, it definitely is. Show me this Page of Pentacles. Show me this Page of Pentacles. You know how to combat that. You know how to recognize your truth. The person and how they respond to you ain't got nothing to do with your truth. You better remember who you are. Yeah, and fix your crown. Aggressive. This person could want you to act more aggressively. Like I said, they want you to be more clingy. They want you to be more stuck to them. They try to provoke you, but they do that hot and cold thing. Why? But because you're so weird. I heard because you're so weird, representing the collective. There is a collective energy here where they are slowly but surely they're making progress, but it's like somebody here, you're just too much juice. They can't handle all that juice at once. Too potent, too powerful, too much. You're too advanced. You got too many light codes and you got too many healed parts of your shadow self that somebody trying to run from it. It's too much at once. And there's a bunch of people like that right now. That's what the representing collective card is telling me. It's like there's a bunch of people out there right now that is just not ready. They're just not ready for this level of healing yet. Okay, and look, the singularity in you does not allow them space to cause division in you, and that is powerful. Yeah, because you're with yourself, like no matter what they do, they can't divide you against yourself. And this is actually, so it's like a spiritual battle, baby. It's not a battle of the flesh, it's a battle in the spirit, because the light and the dark is battling. And it's like, if their dark wins, that would mean now all of a sudden you got self-destructive thoughts. You're not thinking you're good enough. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me and all that shit. And you doubt yourself. No, that's not the truth. In this case, the singularity in you does not allow them space to cause division in you. You don't go turn against yourself. You know your value and your worth. If they want you to act a certain way, to be part of their group, to be part of their clique, to be part of their life, like, and it goes outside of your authenticity, we're not playing these games with them. We're not going to change up who we are when we've done so much work to get to this place. And that mother card is speaking to me, because in that mother card, it's like, look at the protection levels to this. It's like singular. Everything comes full circle. And that's the energy that I'm seeing here, as far as like this singularity in you. You're so unified to yourself that they're the best attacks ideas they could come up with to try to trip you up. It just doesn't work. And right here, it just looks like it's coming in a connection that actually has spiritual and physical value, but it's with somebody who don't want the spiritual part. They just want the physical part. Like, can we just go out to eat and drink together? Like, do you have to talk about spiritual stuff all the time? Because I'm not into that. They're not saying it to you, but that's how they be feeling. Okay, you could be picking up on that. Let me see. And here's why. Hiding the past. There's some stuff in their past. Wow, that's a little dish right there. It came out with the toxic wishes. Like I said, I already said this though. So that's a little dish right there. But we already said that. They don't want to do the spiritual work. They'd rather look anywhere else but at themselves. Like there's certain things about themselves they don't want to see. But messing around with you, your energy is going to jumpstart that. Your energy is a catalyst to that. Like, you can't hang out here with the tribe and not get the DNA activation. OMG, look what's at the bottom is the DNA activation. Like I said, this is light codes. This is soul healing energy that you don't have to tell them nothing. You don't have to do nothing to them. Just your presence alone activates stuff in them. And because they have done so well at hiding it away, sweeping it under the rug, like we said, they don't want to lift them rugs. They really don't. And so that makes them retract from you. Now, it serves a dual purpose, because the light in you is trying to evoke the light in them. Meanwhile, the darkness in them is trying to evoke the darkness in you, trying to make you feel like, well, I'm not good enough. They don't like me. They don't like me. Who cares? Do you like them? They said, stop worrying so much if somebody else likes you. Tribe, in your power, honey, you're activating DNA codes on folks that is something that they've never had before. I heard worry less about if they like you and a whole lot more about if you even like them. Like, do you even like that person? Does it feel good to you be around with somebody where you can't talk about what come through your soul because all they want to talk about is superficial, mundane stuff, what happened in the news, on the weather, who sold what team did what Sephora done come out with, or, we don't care. We don't care about those things so much. We might randomly and occasionally touch on those topics, but that is not the bulk of what you do. You don't care about who got in a fight at work and who got whooped and what was on World Star and which housewife did what to what other housewife of what city, and we don't care about no Jersey Shores, no Kardashian booties, none of them. We don't care about that stuff. Do you even like them? Like, what do you like about them? Spirit is throwing it back on you. Like, who cares if they like you? Of course they fucking like you. Even if they think they don't like you, they like you. They just might not be able to handle being in your environment. What you need to be focused on, do you even like them? Do you even want to be in their environment? Like, do you even want to spend time with them? Seriously, does it have any fulfillment for you? Because you are on your own. You're a solitary witch. And it seems like right now they're giving you another excuse to just retreat into your own energy. At least you know what's going on there. At least in your own energy, you know what's going on. You know you can trust you. You know you on your side. Let me see what else. Let's get... boom, boom. Let's get the feels. Now that I got them all separated out again, let's get some from the feels. What else do you have for us in this message from Tarot in the Shadows? I see Janine with us. What's up? Okay. What is the most important messages here for the tribe? Please and thank you. All right. So there's a certain level of, like, you can't put other people, like, you come into people's life to offer an experience, and they do for you too. It's just not always what the heck you thought it was going to be. Okay. Sometimes we have things on our mind that just have to get out. You have a safe space to express yourself here with me. Somebody here, like I said, it's like this person can unload, vent, drop everything, and you help tell them about themselves. So in the beginning, it was like a novelty. It was like, that's cool. But then you started touching on those. Oh, that's what I just saw. It's like this. Remember, in this experience, this person came to you. This person came to you. What they might not understand is they came to you for the words that was coming out of your mouth that will help heal the hurts in their heart that they've been asking to get over this pain. Oh my God, this sucks. Okay, well then here God sent you somebody to help with that. And then as soon as it's okay for you to be psychic as long as you don't get into the real shit that needs to be dealt with. As long as you deal with superficial shit, you can be psychic. But when you deal with what's actually going to heal the hurt that they've been carrying, what's going to actually remove the baggage, oh no, you can't talk about that. I don't want to be around you no more. No, you got to go. Okay, let me see what else. Yeah. And so this person, they told you a bunch of stuff about themselves. They unloaded a bunch of stuff, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do their part of it. Yeah. You have so many people who need your time and energy, so I decided to pull out of the competition for your attention. Worthiness. This person is like, no, thank you. Okay, like I said, and this is to make you question your worthiness. Maybe I'm not worthy of a relationship. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe they don't think I'm good enough. Maybe they're not really attractive. Again, stop worrying about if they like you and what they want from you. You need to pay attention to, is it fulfilling for you? Do you really like them? Do you really like being in their energy? Because I feel like if you really sit with yourself, the way they was going off and telling you all this stuff, but as soon as you had something helpful and healthful, H-E-L-P, full, and healthful, H-E-A-L-T-H, full, to say to them, they didn't want to hear that shit. They shut down. That's the way I'm seeing it. Okay. And it was like to try to make you question your worth. Somebody came in here, rushed in real sweet and swift, just to drop you, to try to make you divide against yourself. But in reality, so on the surface, that's what it looks like. On the surface, it looks like that. It looks like they rushed into your life, with all this passion and all this desire, but then to stimulate this desire in you, but then like you showed your light and they saw it and they freaked out and they ran, and now like it's to trigger this part of you that's got to do most of this journey on your own. Honestly, that's what I heard. Let me see what else we have. Against all odds. Like, you don't give up that quickly. You're not that easy to take out. You've come up against all odds before and you've overcome so much. You know how to align your thoughts, okay? Nine of Swords, one of the reasons is alignment. One of the meanings is alignment. Yeah. And so here's the thing. Even in this situation, even if it seems hard, you go to what makes you smile. What makes you smile? You know, this person could be looking for you to be aggressive, or they're too they could feel like you're too aggressive about probing into certain areas that they don't feel like you're cool. And that's really cool that you can tell me stuff about myself until you start probing into that place I don't want to talk about. And that's the energy. Yeah. I've learned my worth, and as a result of this situation, as a result, let me say it over again. I've learned my worth and value, and as a result, I have outgrown the situation. Evolution. You come into their life to simulate some evolution inside of somebody, but when they don't accept, if they don't want to accept it, you walk away. Knight of Pentacles it. You Knight of Pentacles it. You're like, listen, I can't fix it for you because I didn't break it. It's not my place. It's not my responsibility. I can show you the tools. I could give you this here kit that can help you. It's like a kit. She's carrying a box, right? Remember, she was carrying the box to collect the medicinal herbs. So I got this kit. I could share it with you. But if you won't take it, I don't know what to tell you, right? Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Do not mistake my kindness for weakness. This person needs to really understand, like, yeah, you're not a weak person, okay? And if you keep probing, and at the same time, if you keep probing on them, they're going to, I heard, turn and try to attack you. Okay. A fake smile to hide the pain. Yeah, this person would rather continue to hide the pain from the past. They don't want to face it. They don't want to deal with it. This is why they act funny. And this is what makes them uncomfortable, because they've never felt as safe as they do when they're with you. Like, you actually provide the safe space to express themselves. And you have the psychic awareness to help guide the answers and guide them to the healing and the experience. And then on top of that, you got the DNA activations in you. You got light codes, all this sealed, wholesome soul energy that just radiates in their environment, and their cells are soaking it up and starting things and moving energies for them. And they're like, oh fuck, I didn't want this. Don't feel right. Of course it don't feel right. They've been sitting in toxic energy their whole life. They don't know nothing about this love and peace and happiness, but you do, baby. So don't let them get you to doubt yourself. It's a forever Valentine. Like, maybe you will always love this person. I will always be there for you. I will always be there for you. So there's that energy there. Like, maybe not physically though. Maybe not physically though. Like, I'm gonna love you forever, baby. I will love you forever, baby. But so many of us, we have to love from a distance. So many different ones, because they don't want your love. What do you do? What you gonna do? I'm gonna force you to let me love you? Hell no! Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to take this love I got because you don't want to do the healing work? Well, I know what to tell you. I can't work with that. I can't work with that if you ain't willing to work with me. You know, and like, okay, well, you go ahead and stay there. I'm in an advancing evolutionary path. You know, I'm becoming more every day. I'm growing every day. And that energy didn't come out right here. I probably didn't pull the right deck. I don't even know which deck it's in, but there is the energy that had been coming out in readings I've been doing recently. That's like, I'm growing a lot right now. And if you want to grow with me, maybe you can go with me. But if you don't, you definitely ain't going nowhere with me. And that's the vibe here. Somebody don't want to grow. They don't want to hear their soul. They don't want to hear their pain. And for some of you, this person, they died. before they got to heal their pain. And now they will always be there with you, you know. It's amazing how they get it all when they go to spirit. Most of this message, though, is talking about somebody who is here on earth in a physical life, in a physical body right now. That's been presented in your life, who has opportunity to do the healing work and receive these light codes and get the light for their self. But the light card came out in reverse. They don't want it. You can't force it on them. Your job was to show up and present the opportunity. You did what you did, mission complete. This is what I have for you for this episode of Tarot in the Shadow. So let's close you out with I wonder what the spiritual AF is going to throw on this. Let's close you out with the spiritual AF message, okay? And see what it's got to throw out on to close this up. What's the most important final message here for the tribe who showed up? And, everybody don't take the opportunity to try present, and we're not responsible for how they respond to us. That's their responsibility. Response is their responsibility. Okay, let's see what we have. To thine own ass be true. Hello, to thine own ass be true. I love that this came out. This is so freaking perfect. How does it? This is so freaking perfect. To thine own ass be true. Let me see the back. The most common thing that holds people back from health and happiness is an unwillingness to be honest with themselves. True story. It's been unscientifically proven. Owning who you are, what you struggle with, and where you want to be is the beginning of self-love. I'm done. That was our first card out, Ace of Cups. I went off all about self-love. But that's the beginning of self-love and freedom. Kind of like when 𝒟𝑜𝓃'𝓉 finally admitted that he likes big butts and could not lie. His life blossomed after that. So this is about being true to yourself. Like, my truth is, I'm growing by leaps and bounds. Spirituality is totally a part of my life. I'm very psychic, and I'm not just going to be that fun party psychic that's only going to tell you the shit you want to hear. I'm going to tell you everything that needs to come out. You got your choice on how to respond. But honey, if you can't deal with the fire, stay out the kitchen. If you don't like the heat, get out the kitchen type of vibes. As a matter of fact, I'm cooking something in here. Can you just get out of the kitchen while I cook? I don't like people in the kitchen when I'm cooking, okay? This is what I have for us at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence, for pushing all them buttons, for sending them donations, choosing me for your personal consultations, getting your memberships, all that good stuff. I'll be back with more. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.